Welcome to Stock Talk with Scott. This is your host, Scott. Hope you've had a good week of trading. It's been a good week for us. We did a lot this week, last few days anyway. Some good trades, some bad trades. Getting out of some things a little bit too early as usual. But you know, I'm retired, so I have to take that money. But let's talk about what we've done this week and take a look at our portfolio. You'll see some new ones on there, so let's go ahead and get over there to that. All right, so the first one on our chart is a new one. It's called ACB. Take a look at that. It did have a pretty good pullback this week. It's one of the reasons I jumped in on it. And you can see here is the pullback. Wanted to show you a little something about the company here. Let's see, where did I find that while ago? ACB Technologies provides cloud services for delivering, optimizing, and securing content and business applications over the internet in the United States and internationally. So I've been watching this one for a long time. As you can see, we did have a pretty good pullback. This is one I've had on a watch list for a long time too. I'm talking about since probably 1999 or 2000. So I've watched it a long time. But you can see here it was on a good little roll there. Let's take a look at something a little bit further out even. All right, so it went from 101, got all the way up here to 124, pulled down and went back up to 118 or so, and it dropped down. And it had earnings, and the earnings to me did not look that bad. It says slow growth, more competitions or problems on that. Why it tanked today. You could go read some more, but it beat the earnings, beat the revenues. And when I was reading on it, I couldn't really find a whole lot that was causing it to do it too much of anything. So I like that one. I've watched it, like I said, a long time. And so that's why I just went ahead and jumped on it after it settled down. You know, it pulled back pretty heavy there from 118 all the way down to 105. So I think maybe we can possibly, you know, pop back up to here somewhere, 110. And that might be a good little 5% gain for us or something. But anyway, like I said, they're not going out of business. I've watched them a long time, so one of the main reasons I bought them. And I did get them. I bought them at let's see here. I don't have my. Yeah, it was 105.22 is what I bought those at. I bought it in all both portfolios. And I think I may have even bought that in my cash count. I'm not sure about the cash count, but I know I did in the portfolios. SPCE. Now, this is that Virgin Galactic. Now, we did trade that one on the 8th, Monday. Did sell out of that one. Out of everything, out of the portfolios, cash count. Did a lot of selling Monday. The market was up. That's one of the things we talked about, that I was going to try to get rid of some of the green ones. So we sold that for... we bought that and sold it. It was a day trade, and we made 9% on it in a few hours, and then 7.5% in another IRA. And I think on the cash account we made 9.9%. So a nice little day trade there to get that kind of turnaround. So, but we also bought that again recently. I think as early as today. I believe I bought it today. Bought back into it. Let's see here, $53, I think it was. Yeah, $53. So we're back in that one again at $53. We're down a little bit on it. All right, so watch that one rest of the week. We'll try to get out of that one as soon as we can. It seems to jump pretty good. Let me show you the charts on it. It seems to go up and down pretty quick a lot of times. You know, like right here, you can see. This is 52, 54, and next thing you know, it's up to almost $55. So, and here you went back down to 53, back up to 56. So, when it pulled down today, we just decided to get in on it. And once it started going back up, got in on 53, and then it kind of sold off towards the end of the day. But that's all right. Usually, it'll start out the days like this here. You'll see sometimes it just pops right up. But any kind of news on that one, you'll have a good day. So as long as it don't drop too much between now and then. UVXY is the volatility. I added to that one. I think I added that one in my cash account this week. I'm not seeing what the price was on it, but I did add a little bit there. So still holding that. I think I'm green on the one in my cash account. But I think I bought it around 10 something. So we're up a little bit on that one in the cash account. Now we're down on it though. On the other one's pretty good. But I didn't want to add to that. I've already added to it once. So this is a volatility. Again, this is to go to, as the market gets volatile. And you saw a little volatility today. The market was up and it went down and it was up. So it closed up too. So, but anyway, that's one we're going to be holding for a while. All right, so this is Cliff. We did sell that one this week. And we sold it for 8.21%. We had it for 2 weeks. And sold it for 7.5% in the other one. And on the cash account, I think it's somewhere around the same. So we sold out of it, and then we turned around and bought back into it. Bought back into it at, let's see, it's at 1576. And that was yesterday, 1576. So we're back up on whatever we bought. We bought across all three. So we're holding that in all three accounts. Next, we got SH. SH is the short of the S&P. Kind of flat today. Just holding that one for a market turn when the market turns down. But it is a stock that's not. I mean, not a stock, but it's a I guess an ETF is what you'd call it. It's not going to move a lot unless the market goes up or down tremendously. But we mainly bought that just for the short. It's for the in case the market goes down. That and probably this volatility is probably going to go up when the market goes down. KOs, Coca-Cola, not much happening there. TLRY has been the one that's been crazy as all get out. Let's pull the chart up on that one now. We did sell that one out the other day. We made 13% on it, 13.5%. But let me show you the 5-day chart. It's probably won't make you as sick as it makes me. So, all right. So you see Monday here, we sold out around $30, I think it was. The next day it went up like crazy, and today it went up like crazy. So we left a lot of money on the table there because we did not have that stock in our hands anymore. But like I said, I'm retired, so that's just my strategy. I can't hold these things when I'm up 13%. I got to take that. Okay, it's a hard thing to do sometimes because you think it's going to keep going. Well, this day here, if you'll see, Monday was a normal day. It popped up pretty good, and we got 30 for it, and it was pretty flat around 30. Most of the day. So I didn't see anything crazy going on. But if you let's pull that chart up just a little bit. Let's see if we can see the volume on it. Yeah. But you see what happened the next day. Here's where the volume came in, and today's where the volume came in. Check out those volume spikes, and that's what drove it up. Okay, so the pot stocks have been on fire lately. Now, after this day happened to me, and then I saw this, I was really getting sick. But when it pulled back today, I actually jumped in there and did a day trade on it. So we did really good on the day trade. We made 10.28% on the day trade in about 8 minutes. So that helped heal things a little bit. And then after hours, I actually jumped in again after hours for a short trade. I'm going to be holding it through in the morning and see if I can get another good pop tomorrow. But got in at 66 in the after hours tonight. So we'll see how that works out tomorrow. I hope I don't wake up and it's down a bunch. But 66 is what we got in at in after hours. It did go up to 70, I think it was. And I still held on to it. I was actually at the grocery store. So wasn't doing a whole lot of trading in the grocery store. But there it is. We're going to be holding that in the morning. So hopefully I've got an order in. I bought it at 66. I've got a sale order for pre-market at 76. So that'd be a nice little gain if we can wake up to that. Usually I'll wake up in the middle of the night around 4 o'clock, 4:30 or so, and just check things. Just wake up. So I check the market and we'll see how it's going. I'd love to see that gone, that order's filled, but it did hit 77 in pre-market at one time. And I actually came in here after hours, and it had gone down to $2 or $3. And I started to try to get my trade in, and my internet went down. So I was fooling with that. And then by the time I got in there, it's already gone up $5. So, but it was 77, I think, was somewhere around there was the high in the after hours. So I thought, well, I'll just put it in at 76. And if it's gone, it's gone. And we'll take that for sure. All right, so it's been an exciting week with that one and all your pot stocks. ACB, we'll get to that one in just a minute. But we'll talk about that as well. XSPA, remember I had sold half of that the other day for 5.5%. That's the one we were holding for the pops. And the same day that TLRY popped, I had not sold but half of it, and I still had half of it left. So it popped again the next day, just like TLRY, and I was able to sell that half for 25%. Okay, so one of them 5.5, the other one 25.7. So it'd be good if that first set didn't go through, but that's the way it happens. And you can see the volume's really good on that one. This is the one that does the airport testing of COVID, but we're out of it. I actually bought that one, this HTBX, and one more. I forget what the name of it was. I just bought those for a quick trade. We got into them a little bit longer. That XSPA, we had that since October. Still 25.5% is not bad since October 2020. Nikola ended up in the green today, fought its way back to the green. Nothing really happening there. Let's take a look at that 5-day chart. I hadn't been paying a lot of attention to it, but it has pulled back a little bit. But I hadn't paid a whole lot of attention. I may add some more to that before it's over with. HTBX, that's another one that we're out of now. We did sell that one. Trying to see what I sold it for. If I can find, there it is. We sold that one for 3.52% gain and a 6.62% gain. Okay, just wanted to get out of those. We'd had them since August, so that's the one I've been waiting for to pop. It got a little pop, and I got rid of them this week, so they're gone. U.S. Steel has not done a whole lot lately, but go down. Let's take a look at that chart. Well, it's actually pretty flat. So that's the one we're just holding. We've been able to sell the cliff and then get back in it. So, but U.S. Steel did do an offering the other day, and so did. Let's talk about that for just a second. U.S. Steel did an offering, senior notes offering, and they did that, and also the other one, Cliff, did that as well. So Cliff recovered from theirs pretty good. I mean, let me show you that. When they announced that offering, you see the drop that it took, okay? And so that's one reason we got back in it. See, sometimes we talk about, like TLRY, you got out of it too early, and of course I did, and I wished I'd held it another day. But just like this one, I sold it that day, okay? And the next day it drops like a rock. That's why I sell them sometimes, because you never know when this is going to happen. So, of course, you never know when the other thing's going to happen either, when it goes up. So you got to have an idea in mind of what kind of profits you're going to be happy with. Now, when it goes up like it's been doing to TLRY, it's hard to stay happy when you've missed out on all that money. I was watching something with Warren Buffett one day a few weeks ago, and he said something like, he says the worst trades he's made in his life are the trades that he hasn't made, okay, are the companies he hasn't bought. So, that's kind of goes the same way. Sometimes the worst trade you make is when you sell early or when you don't buy at all. So that's what you got to, you're never going to do this perfect. You're never going to be the one that holds it, buys it at the bottom and sells it at the top. If you are, you need to go play the lottery while you're at it, because that's just not something that happens very often. Now, could I be better at that? I absolutely probably could. But I've got a strategy. It seems to work, so I'm going to keep with my strategy, and I'm not going to be too greedy. But even that, I've gone outside my bounds on, and it's okay to do that every once in a while, but you want to kind of try to keep to your strategy. Okay, so here's Aurora Cannabis. It was up 21. That's another one I sold. Same day I sold TLRY, so as you can see, it's still going as well. We did make on ACB, we made 16.2% and 9.4%. So, you know, you got to be happy with that. Some of that I had a year, and some of it I had since last December. Okay, so that's a pretty good gain. And actually, on the cash account, we sold that for 25% gain. So nothing wrong with that. And, you know, but look, there's another 21, 23. Let's take a look at the chart. It's probably going to look like TLRY. Yep, pretty much. So there you go. It just has gone up like crazy. Now, this is the day. Let's see, Monday's the day we sold. So we probably sold up in here somewhere. And this is what happens the next day and the next day. Just like TLRY. Very similar to TLRY chart. But that's what happens. And I didn't day trade this one, but you can see the volume on this is very high too. Now, there's some talk. Let's go back. I want to show you something on this. There's some articles here. If you look, TLRY leads climax stocks. Here's TLRY pot stocks are flying high again. It's not just Reddit. So this says TLRY bought by the Reddit crowd. So this one says it's not just Reddit. There you go. I mean, you can pick your article, which one fits what you want to believe. Okay, but this Reddit crowd's probably involved with it. There's also some good earnings that's come out. They've made some deals, so it's not all the Reddit crowd. I believe that article probably more than the other ones. So, but whatever it is, it's going up. It's going up good. I don't know if it's going to pull back tomorrow. I hope it don't do it in pre-market because that's all I've got the TLRY, and I would like to get rid of that before it pulls back. But these things can't go straight up for long. But hey, after watching GME and AMC, I don't want to. You know, they do go straight up sometimes for a long time. So, all right. So that's our portfolio. It's been a crazy, crazy week. You know, we've done a lot of activity there, a lot of trading. I mentioned the new ones that we got. We're going to see how they do. Again, we're still sitting at about, I want to say about 50% cash, excluding the day trade, the after hours trade. I think I was 50, 58, 59% cash, somewhere around there, just below 60. So probably going to be about 55 now. I'm not sure how that last trade I made in after hours has affected my cash levels. I hadn't looked, but we're still in a good bit of cash. So no matter how that goes, and so that's what we like that. But I don't see this market slowing down today. Powell said he's not going to do a whole lot of anything. They're still talking stimulus. Next, they're going to be talking after they get through this impeachment fiasco. They're going to be talking about probably some infrastructure bills and things like that, spending money. So that as long as they keep talking about spending money, this market's probably going to go up. But we're ready if it doesn't. We got cash. We got a couple of stocks or ETFs that are going to pay us when it pulls back or when it gets crazy. So we'll be all right with that. But I would like to cash in anything green in between now and then. And some of these new ones we bought, if they get green enough, we'll sell those as well. All right. So I hope you have a great rest of your day of trading. Thanks for subscribing. We've got over the 100 mark. I think we're at 102. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to smash this subscription button right here. And we'll just keep adding. I'm going to try to get the URL changed to something that fits the channel. And I'll read up on that a little bit. But we won't be in any rush to do that. But we'll try to get it done so you can get to the videos easier. All right. Well, thanks again. And we'll talk to you later.